Hi, this is Rob and Ali sharing with you our passion of all things cruise and travel. We are on the Carnival Luminosa and this is our brand new updated ship tour.
That's right. We've done a ship tour before, but there are a few things that have changed since we last did that. So what we thought we'd do is we'd go do a brand new ship tour all around the ship from front to back, from bottom to top, showing you what the current Luminosa looks like.
Now, I've got my running shoes on today to do this, but I noticed Rob's just got his sliders on, so I'm going to be leaving you behind.
We are currently in between deck 1 and deck 2. Now, there's cabins on deck 1, and there is also an embarkation, disembarkation port, but mainly the embarkation and disembarkation takes place on deck A for Alpha, which is below deck 1. Which is where the medical centre is also located. Before we move up to deck 2 and start from the Luminosa Theatre, I'm not sure whether you can see it from here, but outside the lifts there are the numbers of the decks. So if you wonder which deck you are on when you get out of the lift, it's right there on the floor. Yeah.
On deck 2 and deck 3 at the front of the ship is the Carnival Luminosa Theatre. This is where they have the shows and the rock shows on. Pretty much a show every night. I love this theatre. It's one of my favourites. And that's simply because of the way the seating is arranged. And that's everybody gets a little table in front of them. But not only that, when the theatre is full and you can see those lovely seats right in the middle that you want to get to, you don't have to disturb anybody. You can just walk in front of that table and nobody has to get up and move or move their handbags for you. So it's just perfect. It's lovely. They do waiter service here as well. You just have to keep your eye out before the show starts and call somebody over. Next to the theatre on deck 2 is the Ocean Plaza. This is a huge lounge. It actually goes from one side of the ship to the other, as you can see here. And this is where they'll have, in the daytime, they'll have the kind of the games and a lot of the quizzes that go on. And then in the evening, this is where you can have a dance and they'll play the bands and kind of, well, all kinds of different bands that come on here. Dance floor is massive. Now it's also I think it's a bit peculiar that it's sort of the sports bar. They've got all these TVs up. You can't hear anything, can you? They will just play sports games throughout the day, and they seem to be the modern games, the ones that are on now, rather than the classics sort of rerun. So, and we've seen some American games and some soccer games. You couldn't watch them all the way through. They're just there, I guess, to see clips of them. And the seating here is, they've got seating that goes around the dance floor, which is great. You get a great view of whoever's playing the live music and getting up to dance. But also, the seating area goes from each side. And this is really well frequented, should I say, during the daytime, because you get a nice view out to the sea, and the tables are really quite big if you want to play cards or I don't know, some of those kind of board games and things. So there's always people in here for that as well.
So right behind you, we can see this blue thing here. That's a spiral staircase. That leads up to the Java Blue Cafe. So it's like a little bit of a shortcut up to the cafe.
We use that all the time, actually, to get to, as a little shortcut from here up to the next floor, don't we? Yeah. Rather than waiting for the lifts. If we move through here, you can hear the sound. Can you hear the sound of money? It's the casino.
Nestled in between the Ocean Plaza and the casino is the Bonsai Sushi Express. This is really good. We've eaten sushi here a few times now, and it's just prepared freshly here in front of you by at the sushi bar. And that leads on into the casino, which has some slot machines, roulette table, card table. It's got a craps table, but I've never seen it working in Australia, so I don't think they use it in Australia. But obviously, can't film around the casino, but if I can get some footage tomorrow morning, when it's all empty, I'll put some footage in here and show you around and what they have in the casino.
Past the casino, as you're heading towards the atrium, is the arcade. Now, this is always noisy, but because we're a day at sea, everywhere is noisy. There is just so much going on. It's so action-packed. Anyway, in here in the arcade, there's lots of fabulous games. All these you have to pay a little bit extra for, but seems to keep the young ones very entertained here. This is a really well kitted out arcade from comparing it to some of the others we've seen, as the air hockey, and you can see here the basketball being played. Some of these little grab-its and those ones where you win stuff. And of course, the brand new addition is the ducky machine. Everyone a winner. You are guaranteed 4 little duckies for your $7.50. Just off the atrium on deck 2 is the art gallery. You are free to come and welcome to come and have a look around the art gallery anytime you like. The art is up all day and all night, except when there's an art auction on. At the moment, the art auction is on. It's on deck 3 in the Limelight Lounge. Limelight Lounge is normally where they hold kind of the comedy cup and things, but it's an excellent room for the art auctions. Quite an experience. The very heart of the ship is the atrium. On level 2, this is where you will find the atrium bar. Behind the bar, they often have, I was going to say mini bands, but they'll either have a solo player, somebody singing and playing a guitar or whatever, or sometimes 2 or 3 people behind there. Great entertainment throughout the day and the evening. It's a great place to come and sit and relax and just chill out of what you're doing. The bar serves all the usual cocktails plus coffee if you want to get it, and there's nice seating areas either side. Lovely to just kind of meet up in the daytime. These are really bright and lovely. In the evening, they're just nice to just sort of listen to that background music. This is also the place to come and experience the glass elevators. There's 3 glass elevators. They all seem to be on the top floors at the moment. Oh, they've disappeared. The glass elevator's gone. There's one there. But it's quite an experience to get in them. And you can see, obviously, all the way down to the bottom. In the atrium, we also, there's one just going up now. You can just about catch that. Look, it goes all the way up to the top there. It's fabulous. Also in the atrium is guest services. Guest services is, I guess, a little bit like your reception in a hotel. They will take any requests from you, anything you need, such as changing money or any information. If you are lucky enough to be platinum, I think it's platinum or diamond card holders, so that's how many times you've been on the ship, they have a separate little desk area, so you don't have to queue. You can jump the queues. The queues will be different at different times of the day. So if it's a big queue, just unless it's something absolutely urgent, give it a miss. And there's plenty of times in the day where you'll just get straight to the front and you'll be seen to straight away. One of the main features that we've kind of just zoomed past of the atrium is Donna here. She was commissioned specially for this ship when it was very first introduced. The doors behind me here, this is kind of one of the embarkation and disembarkation areas.
Yes.
It tends to be the main one, I think, for the Brisbane port, this one or the one above.
Yeah, this is where you will come onto the ship.
In the atrium area, this is where they'll put the backdrops down for you to have your photographs taken when you're all gorgeously dressed up for your evening meal. So if you've got your special outfits on, this is where you'll come, and there's actually, I've never seen so many backdrops.
No, it's pretty much all the way along here.
Yeah, they have about 8 of them. You're not obliged to have a picture taken.
And then down where we can see where the seats are at the end.
And as we always say, you're not obliged to buy them, but it's quite good fun to have your pictures taken and then go and have a look at them later on in your cruise, all the photographs, and have a little look through. This is a nice seating area here. And this is where they have the big screen. It shows you what's going on around the ship, like in real time. But the good thing about this is it will show you, the screens change round, and it'll show you where you are at the moment. It'll keep zooming in, showing you which way you're going on the ship and the speed. So we're 50.4 knots at the moment. We've got up to nearly 20 knots on this ship. Between the atrium and the back of the ship where the restaurant is, we've got the nightclub and then the piano bar. Piano bar's really well placed here because you can have a nice little drink while you're waiting for your table to be ready, or then the piano bar actually goes on till about midnight, so it's great to come and have a sing-song afterwards. But here's the nightclub. I love the nightclub being lower down and not on the top decks, because you can just come in and just have a few dances or just see how full it is without having to go all the way up sometimes to the top deck out of the way. Now, there's nobody in there at the moment. Let's go and have a little nose. This is a fabulous nightclub. I like it because it's got a reasonable sized dance floor here, but lots of seating around the outside and a great bar over here. This is not just for the young ones. Everybody comes and parties here.
This is actually on 2 levels. So we're on the ground level at the moment. And you can see up here the upper level. There's no bar up there, but you can look over and see people dancing. And if we go over here, you can see there is a spiral staircase which leads up between this one, the lower and the upper floor. There we go. Of the Altair nightclub.
Obviously, it's going to be dark in here, but it's not super dark. You know, you get some nightclubs that you can hardly find your way around and they're a little bit weird. This is just lovely. It's got a really nice feel to it, really good vibe. And that's what I'm saying. Every age just comes in here and has a party night. The piano bar serves cocktails as well as your ordinary drinks. And obviously it has a grand piano. The pianists are always people with a bit of character, have a joke with you. And actually, they always have extensive, repertoire for all the things that they play. So they'll play like something nice and soft earlier on in the evening before you go in to dine. And then it kind of jazzes up a little bit later on when everybody wants to sing song. Lots and lots of seating here. It's fabulous. So in the day, again, there's all this seating area by the windows. If you just want to chill out and listen to this music. And then I actually do like sitting at the bar and having a bit of a chin wag with people. So this is nice here. That then leads on to the restaurant. Between the piano bar and the Villa restaurant, just here where the lifts are, you will see this name here. It's called the Archipelago Restaurant. The decor is different and it looks like it's a different restaurant, like a specialty restaurant. It's actually the overflow for the Villa restaurant. We have been in here. Now, although you don't get to see the kind of the show that the staff do, let's go in. This is it's got that feel of a specialty restaurant. The menu is the same, and as I say, you won't get to see the guys dancing and doing their show. But if you don't like the crowds, you don't want to be in the heart of that restaurant. Like our daughter probably would prefer this restaurant because it's a little bit more intimate. You can always ask our guests to come in here, but we've just been allocated in here. Very nice place to come and have your evening meal. We are now at the back of the ship on level 2, and this is where the Villa restaurant is. This is included in your dining. This is a beautiful restaurant. It spans from one side of the ship to the other. Nice and bright and beautiful tablecloths and soft furnishings. And yeah, it's delightful. They have little shows that the waiters put on every night for your entertainment.
You do tablecloths, actually. I know some of the ships have stopped doing tablecloths, so it's lovely to to see tablecloths still on the tables.
Yeah, well, when you have carpet and soft furnishings, it absorbs all that sound. So it's a nice ambience in here. This restaurant spans 2 floors with a little spiral staircase in here. And we'll show you the next floor when we go upstairs.
Yeah, deck 2 is for the anytime dining, and deck 3 is your traditional 2 early and late dining. But we'll hop up there now and have a look.
We are just making our way up the spiral staircase to the 2nd floor of the Villa restaurant to the back of the ship. You can access the top, the level 3 of this restaurant from the normal walkway. You don't have to come up the spiral staircase. But I just wanted to show you this view. Gives you a true idea of the size of the restaurant and how it's laid out. Isn't that beautiful? We get a little wave as well from the waiters. And let's make our way through now. And
going towards the front of the ship now on deck 3.
As we've just come out of the restaurant, we've spotted some of the artwork that I was talking about earlier that's dotted around the ship.
These colours are amazing.
Aren't they? And you see, it says here, art auction today. So you can pick up one of these. Looks rather familiar to me, actually, Robert.
It does. We have actually some pieces in our house from this particular artist.
A really unusual bar is tucked away on deck 3, just outside the restaurant. This is the Alchemy Bar, quite often forgotten, but really, it's absolutely beautiful. Don't forget to come and pay this place a visit. It opens at 4, and the difference to this is, you can just see here, they've got chocolate and spices and lemons, all the different zests and herbs and things like this. They will design a cocktail for you. So you tell them what you like, whether you want it sweet or whether you like it something a little bit spicy. And the alchemist will design a cocktail for you. Pretty much standard price, set price, nothing too over the top, and well worth a visit. They just have nice sounds in here in the evening. People sit around the bar here, and it's lovely. Pre-dinner drink or just to wind down afterwards.
The seating area all down the side as well, isn't there? And it goes all the way through.
Yeah, as you can
that
see,
piano at the end as well.
People like to come and just have a sit here.
It is a good place during the day to sit and have a
Well, it's nice and bright, and it's a little bit quieter than other areas. So it's beautiful to come to. Let's keep on going. Well, isn't this a nosy spot? So just to the side of the Alchemy Bar is the entrance to the nightclub, but this is on the upper floor. So the nightclub is the nightclub proper with the dance floor is on the 2nd floor, and this is the balcony on the 3rd floor. Lots of nice seating, but best of all is a balcony area that you can have a good nose and watch everybody else dance and strut their stuff. Shimmying along from the nightclub and the Alchemy Bar on deck 3, we come across now the shopping area and the photography area. So first up is the Carnival shop itself. So this is the Carnival store, has everything you could imagine with Carnival written on it.
All things
somewhere.
Carnival. Actually, yeah. Carnival hat. I need a Carnival hat.
You do?
I can wear them on the P&O ships then, because people comment that I wear the P&O hat on the Carnival ships.
We're now in the heart of the ship again, the centre of the ship at the atrium on deck 3. So you can see the bar just down there, and you can see the glass elevators. From here, you can hear the music when it's playing in the atrium. Quite nice to just stand up here and listen to that music. Either side of this atrium area, the balcony, we have the photograph gallery. This is great fun just to come and spend, I don't know, half an hour trying to find yourself in the photographs if you've had any taken.
Yeah, all the photographs that they take whilst you're on board, in fact, before you get on board and when you're at the ports, will be shown during the course of the cruise here. And
they keep them up.
Yeah, and they just grow and grow and grow, making it more difficult to find your own, but more fun. So the down here is the actual shop where you would purchase them from.
And they have different packages and different things on offer.
So next to the photo gallery, we've got, and I don't think this is the actual studio if I remember rightly, but this is probably where you book the appointment for your specialist family or special event photographs. They take you to a studio, don't they?
They do, and they promise to touch them up and get rid of all those blemishes and make you look younger and all the like. I don't know, but they do say they will touch them up so you have that perfect photograph.
Yeah, just be aware though, these are a lot more expensive.
Yeah.
A lot more expensive than the candid photographs that you'll see in the photo gallery. So make sure you ask for the price beforehand and make sure you're happy with the price.
So you don't get a big shock. Moving along from the photo gallery is the library, just chucked to one side behind the stairs. It's a little bit sparse at the moment. Libraries we tend to find have come in and out of fashion over the years on cruise ships, but there are a good number of games here. And since we've been here recording, there have been a lot of people coming into this room, either looking for a book or looking for a game. So it's a bit of a shame, I think, if you've got a book and you've finished it, maybe pop it in here for people to come and borrow it in the future.
Yeah, or if you've got a few lying around at home that you want to get rid of, maybe bring them along and leave them in the library for others to enjoy.
Definitely people have been coming in and out looking for something. Next to the library, we have one of the kids clubs. They have a number of kids clubs there. They're kind of scattered throughout the cruise ship. This one is Circle C for ages 12 to 14. We've heard good things about this from other passengers. We can't go in and film, obviously, for obvious reasons, for being kids. But yeah, I guess it all depends who's on board and who gels with who. But we've had very good reports about the kids' clubs. It's not a huge area for shopping on the Carnival Luminosa, but the Shops Galleria does offer pretty much everything that people want to have a look at. So we've got a duty-free shop. We have a kind of a snack area with crisps. I'm laughing because I always look for the crisps and these kind of snacks. So they've got this. They've got a little pharmacy kind of toiletries area here for all your essentials. Then we've got the duty-frees of your scents, perfumes for the girls and the boys.
And I think there's watches and some...
Yeah, and jewellery, all the famous stuff. What I like about this one is they do have the testers out. In some of the other duty-free perfume shops, they don't have the testers out, but they have them here. So you can have a good little spray before you buy. Across the way here, we have the clothing, handbags, purses, sort of specialty fashion watches and fashion jewellery, kind of copies on Pandoras as well as the original Pandoras. Some beautiful Billabong clothing. After all that shopping, what is there left to do but come and have a delicious coffee and a huge slice of cake as a reward for spending all that money.
These are massive cakes. They're like double level cakes. Here's our good friend, Kenneth. How are you, Kenneth?
I'm good. Oh, today's crazy amazing.
Yeah, I can see there's a lot of people around.
We'll kill the business. We kill the business.
Kenneth sings to us when she gives us a coffee. Normally, she has this great voice, entertains us. Next to Java Blue is the brand new cherry on top. So this is where you will get your sugar fix. This has the candy by the quarter pound. Look at that, all your old favourites and some chocolate goodies as well.
Now, we know that pound is probably for the American market, but we also use pound in the UK. So, can you work out what a pound or a quarter pound is in kilos?
Yeah, so a pound is 2.2 kilos.
No, a kilo is 2.2 pounds.
A kilo is 2.2 pounds.
We'll leave you to work that out. What else can you get here at Cherry on Top?
So they have some specialty sort of little teddy bears. They're new. They've got some little towels. Very cute. They've also got some chocolate-covered popcorn, which is great if you're going to go and watch the movies with the kids outside.
It is. So all this area is new since the last time we did our ship tour. And right next door to the cherry on top is the fabulous Limelight Lounge. We love the Limelight Lounge.
I find the Limelight Lounge to be a more intimate space for, they do things here like karaoke, they will do the comedy club, they do the art auction. So it's those kind of events that they do in here that you need that smaller space where everybody's crammed in and it just has that sense of being together and a little bit more excitement. It has its own bar in the back here. This is only open during events. It has its own cocktail menu.
They do, yes.
And there is a cocktail called, I think it was called the Punchliner. And they only do it when the comedy act is on during that sort of half an hour or hour session. So if you fancy one of those cocktails, you have to come then. And the bar guy is awesome. Yeah, so we've had lots of good acts on here, and it's very difficult to get a seat if they're often packed out, and you may have to queue outside, or it will be standing room only. Okay, so let's go into the glass elevator. Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, was it that, the glass elevator? And so we are on deck 2, and we're going to whiz all the way up to deck 9. Ow, I love it! It's an absolute treat. Oh, that's deck 4? Gosh, I thought we'd gone much higher.
I don't think so. We've got all this.
Oh, yes, of course. Wow, my mother would hate this, but I find it quite an adventure coming up on this. Look at that. Woo! And that's an adventure, look at that. The Lido Marketplace. At the very back of the ship on the Lido deck, which is the outdoor deck, this is probably the best seat in the house that you will get. And that's in these pods here that go right round this deck. And this is in the Serenity area, which is for over 18s. This is the over 18 area. It has its very own pool. It has 2 plunge pools. Spa pools. Now there are plenty of sunbeds out here. We have never had a problem getting a sunbed, but the pods are a different matter because they are just so cool. You can get two people, maybe 3 at a push, lying down in those with a bit of shade over the top. Now the Serenity area, it also is complete with its own bar. At the end there, does all the usual cocktails. It also does coffee, and it has lots of seating areas. A lot of seating areas there with kind of proper table and chairs that are indoors or outdoors where you can get your food.
We'll have a walk up there and have a look.
And eat outside really without the sun coming down on you.
Breakfast time, don't we?
Oh, it's beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Let's make our way down there. As the name Serenity suggests, they don't have any music here or entertainment. It is all kept beautifully serene and nice. I mean, you put your own earpods in if you want to listen to anything, but this is where you come and chill and relax. In fact, the loudest thing here is the guy whizzing up a nice ice-cold cocktail. The Serenity Bar will also do pictures of your favourite cocktail. So that works out a little bit cheaper, and it saves you coming up to the bar over and over again. As I say, they do the coffee, and then on this side here is your towel station. So this is where, once your towel gets a little bit wet or mucky, trade it in and get a brand new fresh one. Either side here is the entrance into the Lido Marketplace, which is where you can get all your food and your kind of complimentary beverages, such as juices, tea and hot and cold water.
Yeah, we might go this way around because there's the barbecue though. There's the pitcher of water or the cold water on the bar. They're on every bar around the ship. You can get cold water. And you can also get your cold beverages here at the barbecue area.
I don't know how anybody could go hungry, especially in lunchtime, on the Carnival Luminosa. on the Lido, Lido Marketplace. We'll show you all the different stations. You will be amazed. This is what's called the traditional barbecue. So they've got salads here. Now these salads.
I think it's old-fashioned barbecue, not traditional, but
old-fashioned.
same meaning.
So the salads here pretty much run the same every day. They may have different kinds of raw vegetables. They always have 2 big bowls of melon on offer. But what's special about this is they do all the meats. It's just taking one away there. So we've got like the pork here. So that's going to be like shredded pork, smoked beef, slow roasted slow roasted lamb shoulder, molasses baked beans, and you want that on top with some sausages, and then there's some lovely dry rubbed chicken there. Then to go with that, you can have some warmed rolls. So you can stuff the warmed rolls with some salad, put on your pulled pork, and then you've got every hot sauce you can imagine. Look at
most of these are hot. I've tried them all.
They're all hot and spicy, and what I always like is these, so you don't have to overdo it. You can put them in here and try before you buy, as they say, and then you've got all your other. And as I say, they do have the branded stuff, so even down to your sauces and Tabasco and things, none of it is the sort of copies, which is nice. That is just one station. Let's go through and we'll show you plenty more.
As you walk into the Lido Marketplace, the actual restaurant area, there are more drinks machines here. And then it comes down to the food stations. There are 4 food stations, 2 on each side. 2 of them are the comfort kitchen, 1 comfort kitchen on each side.
So this has your usual, I don't know, it's kind of things like mashed potato, warmed vegetables. They will always have a curry on this side as well, and things like rices and what do they have? Shepherd's pie, that kind of thing. They also always have, on several of these stations, is what you'd call cold cuts. So the cold cuts are things like hams, salamis, Swiss cheese. And there's normally some butter and some rolls there as well. So you can have sort of a cold starter and then have something hot.
We like to take some of those back to the cabin for an afternoon snack, don't we?
Yeah, we just pop them on a plate and put them in the fridge for later on, and then we'll sit on the balcony or sit outside and enjoy those little bits of salami and cheese. Here's another
salad
bar. So you can see there's a little bit more on here than what was at the other station. Plenty to choose from, and it's all fresh. They replenish it all the time. The next station we come to is snacks and pies. So this is mega comfort food then, isn't it? The pies here are always, look at this, they're sort of properly homemade, lovely pastries on them, and they will always have a vegetarian pie here of some sort, and then there's all the yummy stuff of the gravy, mashed potato and peas, as every Aussie should eat their pie. The seating area up here is lovely. Lots and lots of window seating, floor to ceiling glass windows, and they are, they're like ninjas up here, the way they clean the tables. Lovely. It can get very, very busy, obviously, at busy times, but we've never found a problem finding a table, to be honest. The floor can get a little bit slippy in here. That is the only comment I will make about this floor.
Right in the centre of the Lido Marketplace, by the big glass lifts, is this little desk, Menu Mate. This is manned during the day, and if you have any food allergies or special requests, you can go and see the person behind here, and they will arrange for food for that allergy. You may have to pre-order, but they will arrange for a food to meet that particular allergy or dietary requirement. So in the Lido Marketplace, so that's a really good initiative there.
We also have a pizza station here. There are 3 great big pizza ovens. and the pizzas run until 4 a.m. in the morning. These are freshly baked to order.
This is our favourite pizza chef, Anga. He has been looking after us all week with our late night pizzas.
He has to put up with all the drunks every night.
And us.
And always with a smile and gets your order right. Thank you, Anga.
See you later.
Next door to this is the deli. So this is kind of it's a more market than Subway. So it will do things like your meatball subs, and tuna melts. And look at this, lots and lots of fancy hot and cold sandwiches. There is a dessert station up here, one on each side. This will have huge bowls of freshly made cookies, and then there's cakes and mushy things, lots of creamy things, jelly and the like that's here, and there's always fresh fruit as well. On the other side of the Lido Marketplace is it's the opposite side to the Snags and Pies, and we have chopsticks. So this is all things Oriental, so it's kind of Chinese, Asian, all different styles of noodles and rice dishes. Something different every day for you to try. And they also always have an Asian soup, again, freshly made, and quite often there's a queue here. It's delicious, something different.
Yeah, they've taken the food away now, unfortunately, so we can't show you a sample of food. But opposite and all around the Lido restaurant are these drinks machines with the chilled juices, although they're not juice, they're more like a cordial. Water and ice station, your coffee stations, which have regular and decaf, and hot chocolate. Now, these are available 24 hours of the day, so at any time of day or night, you can come and get a drink up here.
Oh yeah, and there's fresh milk kept in the cooler, in the kind of the cooler flasks as well. Now, we are not finished with the food up here. Let's go and show what we've got on offer further out.
Just before we leave here, this is also where you can get your hot water. So if you bring your own coffee or tea, you can put it in a flask and make a flask for the morning.
So on one side we have off the grill. So this is sort of an indoor-outdoor area bit to the marketplace. This is all included in your fare. There's extra seating out here as well. So you're now out of the air conditioning, but you have the views, and then you have the fresh kind of outdoor air coming from the Lido deck where the pool is. These do classic beef burgers, cheeseburgers, a barbecue burger and a chicken. And of course, my favorite is the veggie burger. And you get all the yummy bits to go on top here. You can help yourself. And all the sauces available. Everybody's favorite available by the pool outside is the self-serve ice cream. Today we've got chocolate. I think sometimes they'll have strawberry and vanilla. It just depends, I guess, whether it's run out or not. You can get a cone, or you can give yourself a little tub of ice cream. This is so popular. It's amazing.
It's not 24 hours a day. I think it is available until about 11 o'clock at night.
Yeah.
There's also more coffee machines and drinks machines over here as well.
This is the Thirsty Frog Rum Bar. This is where they will do all the rum cocktails for you. And there is always a special cocktail of the day that is up on the back. And also, I think, a special bitter or beer for you. Again, as you can see, you have all the proper branded drinks here. And it has its own cocktail menu for you to have a look at. Prices are pretty much the same as what's around the rest of the ship. Here we've got our beautiful, friendly waiters here, always ready with a smile. We think they're testing the rum sometimes, that's why they're always smiling. If you like your beer on tap, this is where you can get tap beer as well. There is ice cream also available on the other side. So, I mean, it's literally...
There's two machines on this side, though.
I could put my arms like this and I could give myself a soft serve from either side of the ship.
This one's vanilla, chocolate on the other side.
We haven't finished yet with what's on offer for the food on the Lido deck. Can you believe it? Come and have a look at this. This is the burrito bar, tacos and burritos. Now, didn't you tell me that they have these available for breakfast as well?
They do breakfast burritos, yes.
Wow! So, this has the soft, so we have the tacos and the burritos. So you choose what you want, what you're going to have, then you select either the filling of either, I think it says prawns, chicken, pork, I think it is. Then they have all the sauces, every sauce you could possibly think of. And then they've got beans and I can't remember what it is. They have all the tomatoes and everything you can put inside it. And then they either toast it for you. Oh, they've also got fish as well that goes in it. They toast it for you or you have it as it is. What I love as well is the same as the burgers. You get your burgers and chips. They put it in that special kind of waxy paper. So they'll wrap it up in the waxy paper. So it's like an authentic, you know, one that you would buy and then you just sit around the pool with it and start peeling off the paper and munching down on your burrito. It's cool. We've hopped up to deck 10 so we can overlook and show you deck 9, which is the Lido deck where the pool is. So down on deck 9, there is a swimming pool and then 2 hot tubs either side. This, actually for a cruise ship, this swimming pool is a fair size and so are the hot tubs. Just bear in mind that this is the only pool or the only wet area for children because the other pool is for the adults only. However, there always seems to be plenty of space for the kids and as long as they're wet, they seem to be happy. There's lots of seating here. Now you can see all the sunbeds are facing towards that screen. That's because that's where they play the cinema. I think they put about 3 films on a day and in the evening. And that's also where they'll have a stage area where either the band will play or they'll play kind of silly daytime games if you want to join in or just watch the fun. Underneath this balcony area where we're standing, that's where the table and chairs are, where you can sit and get out of the sun for a while, have your drink, and I don't know, maybe watch the movie or just have something to eat from the Lido deck. In the center of the ship on deck 10, this was where the balcony area was, overlooking the pool on deck 9. You can see the cinema screen from here, and so you get a great view and great sound for that cinema experience, but also lots of tables and chairs where you can get the sea breeze on you, but you're out of the sun. And we also have some lovely sunbeds here as well. And if you're feeling just a little bit more active and want to be out the sun, but not indoors, we have fussball. We have snooker, or it's not snooker, pool table. And then we also have a ping pong table down there. That's all included, and just wait your turn, pick that up and have a go. I think there's also a
giant chess at the end of here.
There is a giant.
There's a giant chessboard as well.
Yeah.
So
it's also a great area to bring your own cards or board game. On deck 9 and 10, where the pool is, and then the on deck 10 where we're overlooking the pool, there's music, pretty much music playing all day, either entertainment, cinema, or music from the DJ. So this is the lively family action side of things, where if you want to swim, you're going to have to listen to all that music. If you want the quieter side of life, that's the Serenity Pool at the back. A great place to get over the hangover from the night before is on deck 10. If you can snag one of these lovely sofa beds, these are on either side. There's quite a number of them, but you can look out to sea, maybe have a nice, cool, refreshing drink, put your feet up. At the very front of the ship on deck 9, we have the Cloud 9 spa area. So this is where you'll get things like your massages and your beauty treatments from here, and then also where you'll check in for your spa experience. We've got a separate video on all that going on, so this is just to give you an idea about where it is. Deck 10 is home to Camp Ocean. This is the Kids Cup for the little ones. Now, as well as daytime and kind of early evening activities, that they're all included in the fare. They also have some child minding facilities that you pay extra for and you book for, and some of the activities that I think you pay a small contribution towards some of the, I don't know, what we would call like the craft that you use for that. You can see the number, I mean, we can't show you the tags or the names or anything, obviously for security purposes, but I can see how many people are booked in on this, and I can tell you, I think pretty much every child is in here having fun, and I can hear them all laughing. That's just fabulous. At the very front of deck 10, this is where you will find the fitness suite. This is a huge, really well-equipped fitness suite. Lots of walking machines, rowing machines, cycling machines, as well as all the weight equipment. It has a beautiful panoramic view, so when you're walking on the ocean, not getting anywhere, but you are looking out to sea. Absolutely magnificent. That you don't need a membership or anything for this. You can pop up anytime. I think it's open until about 10 at night. There's also a separate little area there for free weights as well. There's normally somebody on attendance that if you get a little bit stuck on the machines, they'll help you out working out how to use them. We have here a fitness studio as well. This is where they do things like the yoga classes. They have some of the free seminars as well that are normally held in here. So you will see on your daily activity list things like posture, looking after your posture, well-being, nutrition, those kind of seminars that they have. They're held normally in here, and there's a few sort of stretching classes that are included free of charge as well in the morning, but you have to be up bright and early, crack of dawn to do those. As part of the facilities for the fitness suite, it says here there's just a ladies and men's locker room, but actually it's more than that. So it will have your toilets and showers, but there is also a beautiful sauna in each of these rooms. I'm going to take the camera in and I'm going to show you the ladies one.
This sauna is included. It's not part of the thermal suite or the spa. Anybody can use these saunas.
So this is just inside the locker room, and you can see there's plenty of towels here. We've just got this lovely, lovely lady here who's going to restock us up with that. We have got some hair dryers here to dry off your hair. Just your normal loos and sinks, but it's just beautifully, beautifully laid out. And there's your lockers if you're going to go and use the gym and you want to put your clothes in there. And more lockers there, but look at this. This is what I wanted to show you, was the view. And this is the sauna here. Pull this open. I'm just going to open this. There's nobody in here. There's nobody in here. So I'm going to close this so I don't let all the heat out. Look at this. This is included for you. Look at the size of this. It's absolutely beautiful. And it's kept to proper sauna temperature. We have all the fragrant water here. And then if you were sitting there, what could be nicer than looking out to that view while you're steaming away? Look at that. All the troubles of the day, all the worries of the world, just soaked away. Amazing.
This is deck 10, round about the centre of the ship. It's Fahrenheit 555. It's the only specialty dining restaurant on the ship. There is a set cover charge for this.
Oh, the menu looks absolutely exquisite. And we've had so many people tell us how wonderful it is. We asked about it for vegetarian. I'm kind of vegetarian vegan, and we were told it wasn't really worth it. But yeah, anyway, so Robert's never been able to experience the delights here. What also on offer here is you can have half a glass of wine to pair with each of the courses, and that's $26.
Okay, there is a piano at the end, and this is right at the top of the ship and overlooks the atrium, so you can see right down to Donna and the atrium bar.
As well as evening dinner, they also serve what's called a long lunch. And I think you would want a long time here as well, because the menu looks exquisite.
I think if you were on a long passage like the transatlantic, that would be very nice to spend one of the sea days, to be honest with you.
Do you know, it's got beautiful music here. The whole thing goes from one side to the other. You perhaps can't get the full ambience standing here. You'd have to move over a little bit. If you like a smoke or a vape, Deck 10 is the place to come. And they have new seating out here. Nice wicker tables and chairs now.
From upstairs, but yeah.
Yeah, and some nice sofas and lounges there. It's very windy today, so they can't put the umbrellas up to shelter and shade people. However, normally on a sunny day, they will have those shades up for you. However, they have got a bar area for smokers.
It's a bar in the US. They do have a bar there in the US, but they're not allowed to in Australia.
Oh, okay. So that's the reason why. So they've kept the bar area there. Just bring your own drinks through and create your own bar.
Yeah,
ambience.
but it's certainly out of the wind.
Yeah. And let's keep on going. If you like to get away from it all and have a relax in the sun, a little bit quieter, a little bit more chilled out with some music playing, this is the place to be. It's on deck 11.
10.
It's deck 10, sorry. It's called the Sunset Bar. It did used to have a bar there, but it's not open at the moment. It's not stocked. Not sure why that is. But this is nice and restful, and you can look out at the back of the ship and bring your drinks from elsewhere and maybe get under the shade there a little bit or sit out in the sun here. This is nice. I like this area.
Nice comfy seating area with some tables.
Club O2 for the 15 to 17-year-olds is on deck 10. This is where they keep the party going, apparently. That's what they advertise it as. There are actually quite a number, I'm in the dark here, there are quite a number of that age group that will get together here. They seem to have a great time. They all kind of make friends here. This has access to the outside area as well as the indoor area, so they're not cooped up inside. They're still getting that kind of fresh air coming through. I now have wet sunglasses. It just decided to rain a little bit as we were coming out here on deck 10, walking past the new mini golf area. So this is more like a putting green than a kind of, what would you call it, high obstacle put area.
It was here before, but it was showing a few signs of wear. In fact, you couldn't really see it was green in some places.
I know.
They've levelled it out. They've made a few separate holes. They've got a box with the golf clubs in for different sizes, and there are now a few obstacles, and it is a lot nicer putting green than it was when we were last on. Totally refurbished.
Now, we've seen grown-ups playing on here just as teams of people, but also it's a great activity if you've got kids, because kids quite often, they just want to spend time with you, mum and dad, and having a little game, and this is excellent for doing that kind of thing.
I just noticed they've now got a rule, they've got a course on here, so it's a 10-hole, it even gives you a par on it, a 10-hole mini golf challenge. There you go. That's far better than it used to be.
Yeah.
Well improved. Good improvements, Carnival.
We are now in the nosebleed deck, deck 11. This is where they have the running track. I don't know, nearly 17 laps to get 1 mile. I think you'd get dizzy, don't you think?
Yes, here it is. And it even shows you the way. It is the yellow course that you follow for the jogging track.
Very exposed up here, but
it is.
On deck 11, we have lots and lots of sunbeds here. And do you know that they're everywhere? We've got hundreds of them. And I thought, why on earth would you want to be in the sunshine up here on deck 11? And then I realised, of course, we are sailing from, we're around Brisbane, Australia at the moment. But this cruise ship is going off to Alaska. And I reckon it can stay light till about 10, 11 o'clock at night at Alaska. I reckon this is the place to be going past some of those glaciers. in the early evening or later on, and this is where you would want your seat. Now, we've also spotted some pods at the front of the ship. We're going to hop along there and see those, and I think that's probably for the same reason. It just depends where you are in the world where you'd want to be sitting, so that's actually quite exciting. At the very front of the ship on deck, gosh, where are we now? 11.
Still on 11.
Still. We've got the little blue pods. So these are the same as the ones that you get in the Serenity. Holds about 2 or 3 people if you just kind of go around there. They are gorgeous to just lie in and I guess just keep a little bit of the rain off or the sun. It depends on what the weather's like. So we think these are for, well, I don't know, kind of maybe stargazing or wherever you are in the world. This would be a great view because you're right at the front.
How many have they got up here then? There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 6 on the other side, I think. So that's a dozen pods up here. They're new since our last tour. Also up on deck 11 is the sports court. This is a half court type thing surrounded in nets, obviously, so the balls don't go over the side. And there is a basketball hoop. They hold some of the challenges, some of the competitions that they have up here on the sports court.
What better place to end a ship's tour is at the coffee shop.
Java Blue. So that is our updated tour. There are a few things new on the Luminosa since the last one. If you've enjoyed this, please hit like, please hit subscribe, and hit the notification button if you want to see more of our videos. Thanks for watching. Thanks for watching, and we will see you in the next video.
Bye.
For now. Bye.